I was in the cold for the rubber bands. That money. Okay. So I could put a stack in my mother's hands.
Skoke Slanky, and I'm joined by the wonderful...
Hi,
Izzie
my name's
Gibbs.
Izzie Gibbs.
Izzie.
Nice to meet you guys. What's
How
good,
you
bro?
doing? So tell me a bit more about your beginnings. You're from Northampton, grime artist?
Yeah, I'm from Northampton, yeah. I started off doing grime. Soon people will realise that I can do anything, yeah. Like Superman, bro, like that guy there, you get me? Without the apron, though. I don't even know if you can see that, but there's a Superman there, he's flexing the apron, he's cooking up some grub, you get me? But anyway, yeah, I'm from Northampton. I make music, like, I never used to love music. I do now.
Why didn't you love music before?
It was never a career path that I wanted to take.
So what?
I never wanted to do, like, I never woke up yet. There was never a point until the label come and approached me when I got signed. There was never a point that I said to myself, yeah, I want to be on stage and I want to perform in front of loads of people and I want to be famous. And well, no, I wouldn't even say I'm famous now, but when I get to be successful like that and be famous and that, like, I never said I wanted to do that. Like, I never used to go to my mum, like, I wanted to be a footballer, innit?
If I could do it, then my brothers can. Yeah.
When did it get to that point where you really thought, okay, this is what I'm definitely going to do? Was it right after that?
You know what it was? And shout out to Nasty, yeah, my big bro. Literally, yeah, what it was, yeah, when I really thought, you know what, I want to do this, is Nasty had a show.
Is this Big Nasty, yeah?
Yeah, Big Nasty. He had a show, yeah, in Coventry, a festival called Godiva. Thousands of people there, and he brought me out on stage and let me spit on a rhythm with him. People went nuts, and some people already knew my bars, bro, and I didn't even know it. You feel me? Because I've never been to a show or anything.
Yeah.
But I spat one of the bars off my freestyles and that, and they knew it. And it was just like, raw, like, I want to do this. And then people started taking me more seriously or whatnot. I went on radio.
I do this shit so my brothers won't. I'm on the block, I don't love the road. Trust where I'm from, man, the summer's cold.
I've seen a few of your things. It's not often you see someone who's actually really good at spitting is their thing. Like, you get some artists who people will ghostwrite for them, or you get some artists who can spit a few bars, but spitting is your thing. You've done a few ciphers, you've done a few rap battles. Like, I saw one of your ones against, is it Brucey? Yeah. Where you're talking about iron, like, you're talking about all this stuff.
Yeah, do you know what, yeah? When I first started, wanted to first write a bar, yeah, I listened, I didn't know who they were at the time, but I listened to, like, Jamie, Skepta. I listened to like the movement, that's Gex, Mercs and Scorcher, and all these things.
Yeah.
And I rate Jamie and I rate Skepta, like, I think they're good artists.
The whole BBK lot,
like, I think they're good, but when I used to try, because you gotta remember, I'm like 11, 12, trying to write bars. So I can only go by what I'm being shown.
Showing you what you see around
So to me, when I'm trying to write these bars, I'm trying to replicate their flow, innit? And I'm thinking, I don't sound good like this. Like, I didn't know what it was. Not to say it's not good what they do. I just felt like, I don't sound good like this, innit? Then I listened to Getz and Merton and the Movement and Scorcher and Retry 2, etc. and all these people, and Griminal, Devlin and all these things. And I was like, F radio, that's what I watched. And I was like, this is super sick, to the point now, sometimes when I want inspiration, when I want to get in the mood to write, I'll listen to that again. Like, it's old, bro, like time ago. And I'll listen to that again. And you know what it was? When I started writing bars now and really trying to spit and say stuff when I was a kid, I just knew that it suited me. I'm not to say I was good at the time, but it suited me. So that's where the wanting to spit comes from. You get me? Like, that's my thing. Like, I really want to do that.
Who's your favourite growing up then, would you say? Or your biggest inspiration in terms of? My
biggest inspiration? The Movement were my favourite grime crew. My favourite crew was the Movement. The way they Ice Kid as well.
Ice Kid, yeah.
Ice Kid was nine. And then, you know what, fam?
Ice Kid,
I used to listen to
freestyle.
Eminem when I was a little kid, Yeah, but I used to listen to all these commercial stuff like Just Lose It or whatever, Lose Yourself or whatever. All these things. And then when I got older, I did more research, and then I heard like him spitting on radio and stuff, and I was like, like, he was the hardest, he still is now.
Talking more about grime as a whole, you're seeing now Stormzy is killing it. Jeremy has just released Jay Huss has just released Common Sense. Skepta's the Konnichiwa went big last year. How is that influencing you?
All these guys you mentioned, I do listen to their music. I'll be lying if I said I didn't, but what they're doing, like, it's not just the one person doing it, it's what everyone is doing, is what's pushing the scene forward, innit? But in terms of like influencing me, it doesn't influence me at all. All it does, the only thing it does for me is to show that it's possible to do what it's done, but it doesn't make me want to make music like them or dress like them or do whatever they do. It doesn't make me want to do that because I just like being me, innit?
Okay. You too busy standing for your Instagram. Okay.
What's the scene like outside London? Because I think sometimes when you're in London, you just gravitate by the London scene. You don't really know Wagwan outside London.
There's a scene, like in like Brum, Manchester, Liverpool, all these places. Like there's a scene. Northampton, there's a little scene, but I feel like a lot of people just want to be like in London and they want to be big. Whereas me, bruv, I don't give a shit about none of that, bruv.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like I'm trying to just create my own movement, my own thing. Like, so people are like, what I am trying to accomplish is like, when people talk about Northampton, I'm the first thing that comes to their head.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to do. And I'm trying to create just my thing with me and my supporters and my peoples. That's what I'm trying to do, innit? So there is a scene in these other places, like, yeah, there is, but I don't really watch it like that, innit?
Yeah.
Like, to be able to tell you, oh yeah, in here, this is what's going on, in there, this place is what's going on, because I'm not like that, innit?
Think I'm bluffing, gone be stressed for your mama.
Do you have any beefs then with anyone? Like, was there
Do I have beef with anyone?
Yeah.
Not that I know of. Like, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people that don't like me, that don't know me, that don't like me and probably don't want to revolve themselves around me or involve themselves around me.
Why? Why do you think that?
Because people just hate, innit? Like, not to say, oh, I'm doing something, everyone's hating on me, but like, you get people, a lot of people, like, when you ask me the question about Stormy and Jay, you'd have some people in their heart, necessarily they don't want to be hating, but they might just think like, raw, like, I want to be that guy, like, they're whack, like, whereas me, I'm like, whether I think they're good or not, I respect what they do, innit? I have no idea who doesn't like me, who does.
Yeah.
I know who my people are, innit? Everyone else is just an acquaintance or outside or whatever. I don't business in it.
And when you're doing your rap battles, that's just, it's not really beat, it's just more spitting and showing.
With the battles, everyone's just trying to, everyone's trying to be on a platform and trying to display what they can do. And clashing is a good way to get your name out there. Yeah. But it's not something I wanted to do forever, and I'm not going to do it forever.
And talk us about your EP, Yin Yang.
Yeah, man. All the artists that are on there.
Who's on there?
Deneo, Young T, Bugsy, and Big Nasty and Trems.
Oh, wow.
So, but they're not all on like separate tunes. But some of them are on the same track together. But yeah, man, it's good.
And your tune OK is going to be on it?
Yeah, OK is on there.
You too busy standing for your Instagram. Okay.
If I could be a superhero, what could be my power? What, do I just get one power?
Yeah, one.
All right, cool. If I was a superhero, yeah, the power I would have. Bruv, have you seen Doctor Strange?
The hands and
I'd
magic.
be like the ancient one. Like, I'd be like the ancient one. Like, I would want the power to know and to be able to like do everything and anything. Okay. Like, it's mad. That film's deeper. It's some deeper thing. Yeah, so if I was a superhero, to be able to do everything, that would be my power. To be able to do literally
That's the first time I've heard that one.
To be able to do everything. How could I lose? If I could be able to do everything, I could never lose.
And
you know what, Stan Lee, you need to create a character like that, you know. Is it Stanley?
Yeah, Stanley Marvel.
Yeah, Stanley,
and lastly, if you're a vegetable, which one would you be?
If I was a vegetable, eggplant.
Thank you very much, Izzie, man.
Let's go, man.
Realize on a fucking man.
All that fucking shit.
Spooksville did it again.